Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and place a couple more rooms. We've placed the master bedroom and the master closet. I'm going to place the master bath. But before I do that, I realized I had a view range going on that's quite far, and I don't have the floor on for a reason. So I'm just going to go ahead and edit my view range and change that from the bottom, from level to below, to top of slab, and the view depth to top of slab. So we kind of lose all of that extra stuff. And then maybe let's go ahead and go to no underlay, right? So there's nothing else underneath there, so we have a little bit more simplified. Um, and then I'll go to architecture and room, and you'll see it will place the master bath fine. So if I left click in here, come in, change this to bath, and change the number to a 5. That's great. When I come in to do the room for the living room, it's bleeding out here. So what I want to do is put a room separation line in here so this guy will stop where I want it to stop. So if I go to architecture, there is a room separator, and it lets you draw various kinds of lines. As you can imagine, you need to have a closed room separated area, so walls combined with room separators in order to make this work. So I'm just going to draw a line right from there to there, a room separator line, and then I'll go to room, and you'll see that now that guy stops at that separation. So I can come in here and left click, change this guy, hit escape a couple of times to stop that room placement, living room, and it's already at the correct number. Okay, so we've got our living rooms in there, and a living room, a master bedroom, master closet, a master bath, right? So I'm going to go ahead and set a couple more parameters for these while we're at it. So I'm going to come in and pick my living room, and for occupancy, I'm going to place, we'll say this is public, right? And then maybe for a department, we'll put conditioned. And then maybe we'll have a floor finish one as well. So maybe this is wood. Okay. So we could go through and pick each one of these guys and fill in each one of those, right? So again, looking at what the occupancy, is it public, is it private? So these guys would be private, right? So private. And once you have it keyed in, you can actually pull it from the pull down. And this would be conditioned, right? And these would both be conditioned. And then we'll go ahead and do this guy. So occupancy private and conditioned. Now we would have to go back and pick all of those and do the floor finishes. But what you can also do is come down, and I gave you guys a room schedule. So if you look at the room schedule, you have the area and the department and the floor finish set up in there. So this is just a schedule, like we've gone through and created a schedule from the view tab. So if you go to view and schedules and quantities, you can create a room schedule, right? And add whatever fields you want. So we were in this one, we added the number, the name, the area, the apartment, and the room finish, right? So I'm just going to hit cancel here. And you can come in now, and with this, say, for example, master bedroom, you can do a floor finish of maybe marmoleum. And then maybe the same for these guys, you know? So a less expensive finish. So sometimes it's much faster to come in and actually change things in the room schedule. And then if I go back to top of slab, you'll see that those things have been updated in here. All right, so when we come back, we'll take a look at a few more things. I'm going to have my actual building finished out with rooms already, so you might want to go ahead and do that before you go to the next video.